pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Miami Heat. Looking at Miami, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates. You know, I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob, he saved me so many times. Another one of my favorite teammates, B. Shaw, he saved me. Rick Fox, he saved me. So you got to have great teammates, great organizations. You know, they allow you to focus on what you do and what you do best, as long as family and friends and all that. And Ernie, I remember when you interviewed me when I was 18 years old.
I remember that. Now, I had just started at Turner, went to San Antonio, did a feature on Big Shaq.
Wow, that's incredible.
It was.
Yeah.
I haven't changed at all, have I?
No, you still look beautiful.
I had more hair back
Good genes or good docs?
He's got good doctors.
Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
On the road, looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready to get this thing started. The fans are making noise at Quicken Loans Arena here in Cleveland for their Cavaliers. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Cleveland will get the first possession. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Deng and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Smith missing. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season, averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year, and it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he had.
Now here's Bosh after LeBron James's miss. Ahead. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. James has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Cavs. Now the Heat with it. Dragic kicks to Bosh. And it's Wade penetrating. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of a great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
Yeah, Greg, you know, I remember that stretch with Wade you're talking about. It seems like he finally now feels healthy, Clark, and it shows.
Wade himself said, Kevin, it was the best he felt in a couple of years. Health is such a big factor for him given how he plays and selectively now likes to attack the rim.
And Wade drops them both.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Now, here is Irving. And here's Love from the arc. And it's good. Love's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Here's Bosch, and he dunks it down.
D-Wade with an excellent pass there.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots. And James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
And Love gets it to go.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan, to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
To the paint, here's Wade. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. And James with the basket on the assist by Smith.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
For Miami, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Dragic with it, guarded now by Irving. With the teardrop, he lays it in.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Dragic the pass to Bosch. And it's off from three-point range. And stolen by Whiteside. And he gets the bucket.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now, here is Irving. A three ball. No good from LeBron. He'd have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Offensive rebound. Here's Dang. Smith with the defensive effort.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Irving against Wade. Fires the three. And Kyrie Irving kicks the three.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Wade against Smith. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Cavaliers leading. Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
Yes, Kevin, and he said their preparation for this game was all about defense. Going up against one of the premier offensive teams in the NBA, he said, listen, it's a challenge that we need to embrace. Nobody can do it by themselves. It's got to be a collective effort. Guys, we'll see if they can put the brakes on this high-scoring team. It's never easy.
Thanks, Doris. That's a potent offense they're up against right now, and they know it.
Yeah, and that's why they've got to be ultra-focused at the defensive end right from the tip.
And I have no doubts that they will be, as bluntly as possible.
Oh, wow. I mean, just beautiful.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Shumpert. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And it's Dragic off the drive. And Stoudemire with the basket on the assist by Dragic. Stoudemire's got his second basket of the game. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. James dishes to Fry. Takes the 13-footer, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
And here's Dragic. On the wing, Johnson. The layup missed. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Cavaliers lead by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
It's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure,
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Shumpert in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club
It
to be
is.
in. Only
It
the
is.
true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
The Heat trail by 7. Dishes it to Whiteside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Smith against Wade. Ring shot on the way. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Smith kicks to Irving. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Wade. And it's Wade again missing.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Nice shot by Smith.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Wade kicks to Bosch. Offline with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And now it's a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Bosch. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thank you, Doris.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Bosch. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And Love throws it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic has checked in. Cavaliers on D. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Offensive rebound.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. Dragic kicks to Johnson. Here's Winslow. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17-24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
Wade passes to Nick Roberts. Winslow with it, working on Jones. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Winslow.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
It's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. .151 left in the first half of basketball. With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, what he did in the national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways, puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
Dragic dishes to Wade. Double teamed on Wade. Baseline jumper. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Johnson.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
On the wing, Shumpert. Back to Williams. Passes it to McRae. This one for three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And Miami has possession. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Dragic. Rebound by Williams.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Here's McRae. Again, the Cavaliers score.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Winslow. Shumpert with some nice D.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Williams, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
The Heat making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
Thank you, Cleveland!
The Heat trail by 18. And it's Wade penetrating. Looking to end the run, and it's good on the layup.
Hey, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Fry, that's for two. No good from the wing.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Cavaliers ahead, up by 16. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach, with this type of ball game, what needs to happen in order for you to pull out a win tonight?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
Coach, thank you so much. Guys, handling both adversity and prosperity, so crucial.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided game through the first half, that's for sure. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They're leading by 16. Let's start with you, Kenny. What did you think?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Well, they run into a very hot shooting team tonight, fellas. And you combine a hot shooting team with the weak defense they've been playing, you're going to get crushed. I hope coach is coming down hard on them right now because they can't keep giving up so many open looks. What are you doing?
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
Here's Wade. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. And it's Dragic in at the point.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state. But what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years, but he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
Irving from long range. The shot is off, and it's Miami the other way. The kick out to Dang. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Dang's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Another bucket in the paint? That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career, but having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
It's stolen by Dragic. Whiteside kicks to Wade, and the layup's good off the glass. Wade's got 6.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Well, getting back to Chris Bosh, it's always difficult to reshape your game around a superstar teammate. I mean, just ask Kevin Love last year.
It's such a good point. When you think about Bosh, he isn't the kind of guy who demands special attention. He's not mugging for the press. He's not out there for himself. He just really lets his play speak for itself. And you won't find many bigs who are as versatile as he is, and much underrated, I think, as a pick-and-roll defender.
Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals, but he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
Timeout called, the Heat. And GA, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season. and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt. It's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team.
Richardson, he's checked in for Miami. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Kyrie Irving.
Matthew Dellavedova.
Cavaliers on D. Here's Dang. The teardrop falls in. Dang's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Whiteside with it. Picked up by Thompson. To the inside. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is a factor. Cavaliers making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. The Heat trail by 8. Richardson with it. Outside Dragic. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
9 feet out. Good as the jump shot falls. Richardson's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. He had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Dang.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
In the corner, it's Richardson all alone. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Richardson's got 4 this quarter.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Amari Stoudemire, with the change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York. These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
Cavaliers with some changes. Love check in for Mozgov. Jones comes in for Thompson. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And then for Miami, Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Bosch. And Winslow subbed in for Luol Deng. The Cavaliers leading by 6.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
Dragic against Irving. Dragic kicks to Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Irving for 3. And another miss by Cleveland.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And it's sent back by Irving. Stolen by Winslow. Stoudemire laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Stoudemire's got 6 points.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's the screen. Johnson with it. Jones covering. It's stolen by Jones. And now Love pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. James has got 6 assists now in the game. Dragic kicks to Winslow. Off target with his 3. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Cavaliers lead by 8. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And the final period of play just about to start. Here's Shumpert. They've got Matthew Dellavedova. Channing Frye out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Irving. And it's Shumpert in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Another miss by Love. The Heat trail by 6. Wade on the wing. Shoots from the corner. The rebound by Kevin Love. Cleveland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Free throw, good from Frye.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. It's stolen by Dragic. And here they go. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Whiteside. Cavaliers shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Well, talking about Channing Frye last year, the three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, standing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Bosh with another miss. Cleveland leading by 3. Irving attacking. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
The shot by Wade, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And the shot is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Fry, and Whiteside sends it back. Dang passes to Dragic. For the 3, and there's Dang. That's good on the assist by Dragic. Now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
And it was a very public fallout out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season. Said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix into South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. It's been a hard-fought game, and he just wanted to give his guys a chance to catch their breath, saying, listen, we're right there. Let's make a push right here, put some pressure on them. Let's come out swinging. Kevin?
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jones comes in for Channing Frye. James checked in for Shumpert, and J.R. Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the big 3 were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
And the Heat call time here. And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25-27 against the rest of the conference. Played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs.
Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Whiteside. Inside, off the pick. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Dragic. Cavaliers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. LeBron drives in. Outside Irving. Launches a 3, and he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Feeds it to Whiteside. Lets it go from 14. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
So it's Miami now. They trail by 3. Wade drives in. Down low. It's tipped and stolen by Love. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And that one's good. Irving's got 11 points here in just the second half.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Yes, they have. He's made all 4 of his shots this quarter, Greg. Definitely looking to be a dangerous guy.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're behind by 5. 1:56 left in the fourth. The kick out to Dragic. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got 6 assists now in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. Unable to get the second one.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Timeout called the Heat. They're trailing by 4. 1:30 left in the game. Left here in the fourth quarter. Bosch, a screen on Smith. In the corner, it's Whiteside. no good. Good D by Love.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Pass to James. Back to Smith. Takes the three. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Cavaliers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Jones from outside. A second chance effort. And it's James missing. And it's the Heat with the ball. Dragic with a wide open look. Buries it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
And there's the call on James.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. That one drops. He ties it up.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
Now here's LeBron. Smith on the wing. Left side, Love. LeBron outside. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. So Cleveland will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And the Cavaliers call time here. with some changes. Channing Fries checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And McCray subbed in for Smith. Miami trailing. Now Wade. There's the pass to Whiteside. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Here's Dellavedova. He's guarded by Dragic. Outside Jefferson. Rebound by the Heat.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now. Nice numbers from D. Wade. He's got 13 points and 7 assists. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends. Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Johnson against Jefferson. There's the 3. They get it again, and it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Jefferson dishes to Dellavedova. McCray passes to Thompson. Again, the miss by Thompson. The Heat leading by 3. Pass to Whiteside. Whiteside Bosch. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside, here's McCray. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And the Heat call time here. They lead by 1. 1:12 left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Wade kicks to Dragic. Back to Wade. And it's sent back by Irving. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Joe Johnson picks one up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. 22 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. And this offense has really performed at a high level.
The wide open look here for Bosch. Miami no good on that time either. Cavaliers have gotten off to a less than ideal start here in overtime offensive, hitting only 3 of their first 8 shots.
J.R. Smith, boy, he's mercurial, but he is something to behold when he's knocking down shots like that.
Dragic kicks to Wade, and they get it. Nails it!
Watch out, D. Wade has caught fire.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Dragic kicks to Johnson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Love.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to
needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
And here is Irving. He feeds it to LeBron. Fires for three. They get it back. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's stolen by Jones. Irving kicks to Smith. He dishes it to Jones. Stolen by Wade. Johnson in the corner. From outside the arc. Misses the three. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. And another overtime is in store for us. This one has been extremely tight. Great action all game long. We'll see now if fatigue, guys, plays a factor. That's the question. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Love in the post. Whiteside's there. Lets it go with the three. But they'll get another chance. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Dragic against Irving. Deflects the pass. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
And here are the Cavaliers now. LeBron James on the wing. Took him no time at all on that one. James has got 25 points.
Boy, Kevin, what a sweet stroke from LeBron that trip.
Johnson, a wide open look, and Johnson missing again.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
It's stolen by Wade. It's Dragic with the drive. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game. Smith wide open. He fires. Bosh grabs the miss. Bosh has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And there's the call on James. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Heat also with the sub. Luol Deng is checked in for Joe Johnson. And the Heat call time here. They trail by 2. We've got 1:55 left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just one. Here's Dragic. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
That's a 2 from Smith. And it's D. Wade with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
What a stellar outing in this one for Dragic. 13 points and a dozen assists.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. Second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're in front by 1. 1:19 left in the second overtime period, and here we are.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
He drops the first one, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
Mozgov, and it's blocked by Whiteside. The drive by Wade. And that one's good. Wade's got the lead up to 3 now for the Heat. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
The Heat shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Bosch, high post. It's in!
And it's frightening when Bosch starts to heat up like this.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
Yeah, zero tolerance for mistakes here.
McRae, no good. Heat on offense. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dragic dishes to Wade. Oh! That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Wayne at the line for 2. Cavaliers timeout.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're losing by 5. 16 seconds left in the second overtime period, and here we are. What's your take, guys?
They need to foul here, Kevin, to try to extend the game. They'll try to force the inbound pass to a poor free throw shooter and then send him to the line.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
James, the pass to Jones. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Shooting two.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that stretches their lead to 8.
This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
And really a complete lack of awareness right there. Remember last year in the playoffs that Coach Dave Blatt almost did that and could have cost the Cavs a series. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all at that moment.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
And so it's Miami winning this one. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, Everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, they showed me the heart of a champion here in this one.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Joe, congratulations on this win. This was a game where we saw plenty of great sequences, some nice runs put together. What changes for the team out on the floor when you guys start rolling like we witnessed here tonight?
We just picked up our energy and effort. We was able to get some stops, got out in transition, started making a few shots, and it just kind of got contagious.
Well, this was fun for us to watch, Joe. Thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Goran Dragic, who notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
What a tremendous game for Dragic. This guy is a fantastic point guard. Whenever he's on the floor, the offense just flows so well. He can penetrate, he can start the break, he can score, and the thing he does best, getting everybody else involved.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.